long. I think I'm good.
Test it.
NOLA.
Yeah.
First time there?
Yeah.
That's shocking.
for black reasons or for just everybody goes to NOLA reasons? Or
And,
both?
alcohol reasons.
Yeah, I drink.
Yeah.
And the drinking's good in NOLA?
The drinking's great in NOLA.
Cheap? Is that what it is?
Relatively. It's the atmosphere, babe.
Because everybody's drinking.
Everyone's drinking. It's insane. It makes no sense. Every place sells alcohol. You could drink. It's all open container.
So you can drink in the streets?
Can they encourage you to drink in the streets?
Oh, fuck.
You could push the table back if you need.
No, I'm chilling.
I'm shocked. What's the best drinking city you've been to if you've never been to NOLA?
I wish I knew, man.
I mean, New York could be an answer if that's...
Yeah, New York's the answer.
New York's the answer?
Yeah, because I haven't been to, like, a lot of places casually. I've been, like, in passing. I mean, I've been to Vegas.
What do you think?
I got 2 days.
Yeah.
I got 2 days of that.
Yeah.
Max. And to be honest with you, when I say 2 days, what I really mean is like a day and 2 nights. I get there in the evening.
You fly in the evening.
Yeah, I land around like 6.
Yes.
Go in. Enjoy the next day.
Of course.
Have a good time, and then I'm out that following morning.
Yeah, you're not sleeping much.
Nah, I'm gonna, because you don't need to, like, 3 nights of whatever it is that you're gonna do. 3 nights of that, you don't. It's too much, man. Not at my
For the
age.
body.
Yeah,
It takes a while to bounce back from that.
It takes a while because you're also like you're burning the candle at both ends, and it's not like you're counting calories. I'm going full glutton. Like, I'm gonna eat the things, Wagyu burgers.
Yeah.
So
Buffet?
many iterations.
You don't
Whatever.
seem like a buffet guy.
I would. It depends what kind of buffet it is, to be real.
What does that mean?
Like, if it's a nice buffet, I'm gonna mess with it.
There's very few nice buffets.
Well, there's one here in New York. They do breakfasts.
A nice buffet?
I don't know if it's a buffet. Actually, yeah, you're right. I don't think it's a buffet.
What's your
It's not.
definition of a buffet?
So you get up and you go to
Yes.
the thingy, and it's all there.
Right. Yeah,
You go to the station and you get whatever you want.
Now,
And-
that
and-
would be a nice buffet. If they have a meat carving, I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah.
A meat carving station.
So Disney's got a crazy buffet.
Disney has a few good buffets, yes.
Good as it. Well, so like, remember you and I talked about this. Like, we're not high maintenance people. I do eat nice stuff, but
You
like,
exclusively eat nice stuff. You're a nice stuff guy.
No, I'm not because like we get down with Pizza Hut.
I mean, yeah, but that's like its own separate type of. Wait, pizza is not pizza.
Yeah, you're right. I also eat chicken tenders.
I'm gonna put that in the nice category. Chicken tenders are nice.
Are they?
They're a bit trashy. They're a bit childish, but they are good.
You know what's so funny is it hadn't hit me until like a year ago. Not even, maybe 5 months ago. And I was just like, as I was eating chicken tenders, I was just like, wait, this is kids food? Because there's adult versions of it.
There's adult versions of chicken fingers?
Yeah, we're not talking about the ones that you get at a Knicks game. Or like
That's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about? Like boneless wings?
Yeah, but like with very well done, like breading, like elite breading. Like kids chicken tenders, almost they bear the resemblance of like you could have gotten these at a Yankees game.
Yeah.
You could have got, or like at Six Flags or something.
Exactly.
No. These ones are like, you can tell like there's seasoning, there's herbs in the breading.
Where are you getting these? Like, where can I get a good? Because you're kind of describing like a chicken cutlet to me.
Yeah, but no. So chicken cutlet's got more like it's got a more. How do I describe this? Crumbly, or it's like the breading's thicker.
Okay.
So on this one I'm talking about is like you can, if you open the chicken tender, you can see the beautiful poultry. You can see that bird.
Yes.
But it's not like the crust is completely like glued to the chicken. You know how you can get like a crust? Like, yeah, you can tell this is a chicken tender, but like the crust comes off a pinch in certain areas.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can tell it's not just like straight bagged out, processed 1,000 times.
It wasn't a frozen Tyson finger.
No, this person made like these were like grandma made them style, but in a restaurant, like hand, like the seasoning. If you went to the restaurant in the back, you'd see the
breadcrumbs.
You'd see the breadcrumbs. You'd see that they made them with intent. There's an ingredients to it, versus like just having hella flour, egg wash, and then you've got your. Actually, not even. You wouldn't even have that. Tyson just gives them to you made. You heat them up and you throw them in the fryer.
Exactly.
No, these ones I'm talking about. You can see the chicken before it gets egged, right? Before it gets the wash.
Right. They actually took the breast to cut up.
Yes.
I understand.
Yeah. So I get those.
Okay.
I get those. But I also will eat dino nuggies for the record.
Well, I mean, yeah, what are we, assholes?
So yeah.
What, the smiley face French fries with some dino nuggets?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. You don't seem like a beer batter guy.
I'll get beer battered, but I'll do that on fish.
It's better on fish.
Okay, cool. There
Okay.
you go. So like,
We all agree.
Do you get down on like catfish, like catfish po' boys or just fried catfish in general? I could eat that until my eyes were bleeding.
If you don't go to New Orleans and get a catfish po' boy, I'm gonna be insulted.
Well, I'm definitely.
You gotta.
Yeah, because that's where you get them.
Thank you.
That's where you get them.
Or shrimp. I think the traditional would be shrimp.
Wait, did this pop off? I just heard something snap.
No, I think that might have been me getting a little hard. Give me a check.
check.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So like, I'll go to NOLA. I'm definitely gonna. So I'll do that. What else should I have?
So I forgot the name of the place. Comment below.
I have a shellfish allergy, by the way. So it makes it a little.
Okay, so we can't do shrimp
no
po'
shrimp,
boys.
no shrimp, nothing.
When are you going?
First week of Feb.
Okay, it's going to be too late. Best thing I did there, I went to a Saints game. Try to go to a Pelicans game if they're in town.
I mean, maybe.
That area. It's more about the area it's in.
Oh, okay.
They got like these, it's like this whole outdoor scenario, like different bars outside, right
Okay.
next to the stadium.
Okay.
The Superdome and where the Pelicans play, the Smoothie King Arena.
Smoothie King is what it's called.
They got all these outdoor bars. Fantastic time.
Oh, so it's like a little village.
It's a little, I wouldn't say village. I mean, real. If that's a village, that's a problem.
I'm still speaking in Disney terms. Because Disney has like little villages.
It's
so like
not,
a Disney village. So like, I'm not necessarily, but like, it's just
you're
like
not
a few
drinking around
streets.
the world.
No, I'm drinking in the bayou. And like, what is it, like a block or two?
No, it's like a courtyard. That's a better way to put it.
Okay.
It's a
that makes
courtyard
sense.
of drinking.
And, so it's like a few bars just in the courtyard.
There's at least 4 that I can remember.
Okay.
Fantastic time. If it's still open for the Pelicans, it was for the Saints.
Yeah. All right. I'm 100% going to go there.
Check that out. You got to go to whatever the Irish place is called. A Hurricane. It's the name of the drink. It's like a super strong punch.
Okay. For sure. And it's glorious.
Glorious. You're not going to be able to stand up like quick after one.
I mean, your boy drinks, but yeah.
I know. I know. I've been with you.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, man.
You've ruined some weekends for me.
Yeah. For sure. Every time we get around each other, I'm just like, Rich, come on.
Friday night.
Yeah.
If I'm with Ken on a Friday night, I know. You know what? I guess it's going to be Monday after this.
Yeah.
Because my next 2 days are shot.
Yeah, we have a couple drinks. It's the Ugandan thing, man. Ugandans apparently are the Irish of Africa. That's what I'm hearing.
That's what you're hearing?
Yeah. They're like, we're the drinkers of the continent, apparently.
Of the whole continent.
Yeah.
I think South Africans get down. Because they get a bit of that
they've got-
Australian culture.
Well, they got more marketing, right? And people know more about South Africa. But I'm telling you, plantains, matuke, which is like this grainy.
Plantains?
Plantains. You know what plantains are?
I'm very familiar.
Yeah.
They're not alcohol.
No. But I'm saying like the things Uganda's known for.
They're known for plantains.
Yeah, we got plantains.
I didn't know that.
Matuke.
Okay.
And drinking. We make moonshine called waragi. And it's a potato base usually, but you can get it in different forms, as is with any moonshine.
Well, yeah, moonshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we drink. That's the story. Like my grandfather on my dad's side, notorious drunk, man. He was a drunk for sure.
In a good way?
I mean,
Well, it depends. Yeah, don't ask your grandma, but everyone else.
well, that's what I was gonna say. It's like a good way in terms of like, was he good at drinking? Yeah, he's great at it. But all the other stuff, apparently, he wasn't like.
What makes you? I would consider you an expert in this field.
Okay.
What makes someone a good drinker?
Positive vibes.
Okay.
They don't, because some people go off the rails, man, and they get emotional, and they spike, and they get manic.
Yeah.
Good drinkers are. They can kind of. You can't really tell that they're. You can tell that they're buzzed and they're having a good time, but you can't really tell. Like they've got a long. Like they get drunk fairly simply, but then it takes a while for them to get
blackout,
and they don't get blackout, and they slow themselves down. So you guys can start off having like, let me get 1 drink, 2 drinks, and like the first hour you might have 2 or 3 drinks.
Okay,
and then after that, the next drink doesn't happen for like 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Someone who knows how to pace themselves through. That's a good drinker.
Okay, you know your time. You're like a marathon runner. You know how to do your intervals. You know how to pace yourself. You know how to lactic acid threshold.
Yes.
When that's going to spike.
Yes.
You carry gels on you.
Yep. And like, good talks, like good conversation topics. Like anybody who you could have a meaningful, not too volatile. I like to drink and have like spirited conversations with people who have like a different opinion, but they aren't not dicks about it.
Open-mindedness is a big factor.
Yeah, but I also like to hear perspectives from people who like I might not agree with, and I like to find a middle ground with those kinds of people, because I think, right, if you can connect with just like somebody you wouldn't assume you'd get along with, that's like, it's just a good refresher on like what it is to be human. You know what I mean?
Right. Because at the end of the day, this is about people being with people.
Yeah, and we're all very similar. You know that. Like we're mostly. There's only a few of us that's on the periphery, as is the case with most everything, right? There's the norm, and then there's the outliers. Where most of us are down the middle, and it's always good to find that middle with somebody who you might not expect it, because we're all on the ground together. We don't get to look at it from that 40,000 foot view where you see more connections than separations.
But I do enjoy talking to those people on the outsides.
Oh yeah,
because those people get wild with their opinions.
Yes, they do. What is so what's a fringe thing that you hear from people who are on the extremes? And it can be about anything. So like something that I like listening to is, I love UFO shit. I love alien shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's because I like sci-fi. So like I can be down the middle about this shit and be like, yeah, this is. What you're saying is a fantastical like description of like, this does not sound likely, but I still like hearing about it.
You enjoy hearing people's theories on what UFOs are, or their experiences with UFOs, or yes?
I don't trust experiences. I don't trust anybody.
So are you a believer?
What?
UFOs?
I definitely think that there are. Here's a good question. Do I believe in non-human intelligence? You 100%.
Okay.
100%. I just think just the odds. Now, how that takes shape, I don't know what that is. I don't know. But is there a form of intelligence outside of human beings? What we know on this planet? Yeah, for sure. There has to be. The odds. There's just zero chance that the universe is as big as it is, and where.
But do you think they're visiting? I agree with you so far.
Do I think non-human intelligence? I think that there is a high likelihood that there are unexplained phenomena that happen. I think that there's shit that we can't explain happening here. Do I with absolute certainty think it's non-human intelligence? No. Do I think it's possible that non-human intelligence has come to Earth? Yeah. In the same way that, just because I think it would be interesting, and I just also think that there is a 0% chance that there is no other civilization in the universe that can't traverse space and time. I think we haven't fully figured out how to go into the cosmos and go to like billions of light years away. I don't think we can't do that. I think that there is a potential intelligence that could.
Okay.
And do I think that a civilization that could do that could come here? Yeah. Do I think it's likely that they came here? I don't know.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think that's a very political answer. I think you're kind of swinging both ways. I like that.
Okay, so do I think non-human intelligence has come to Earth? Yeah, I probably do. I think I do.
Do you think they were the things in New Jersey?
I don't know. Of recent events, do I think there have been any recent events that have been reported that are non-human intelligence? I don't know, man. I can't definitively say I know about that shit. Do I think there have been events in the existence of the planet Earth where non-humans, of course, yes, 100%. Do I think non-human intelligence has come to Earth? Yes. Of recent, I don't know.
I would like to believe.
Okay,
Here's my problem with the UFOs. If you look at a map and they highlight like where UFO encounters have been recorded, it's exclusively in the continental United States. Nowhere else in the world are people reporting UFOs.
See, so I don't know that that's true. Because I'm way crazier than what I'm leading to believe right now. So like I'm coming off like a fairly normal person, but like I'm way more crazy about this than I'm saying right now.
Okay.
And so from what I hear, it's not just here that it happens. But the other thing that I think is like, to what extent is the American public going to be exposed to other governments' experiences? Like, do I think the Chinese are going to tell us that they're having UAP stuff? Do I think that that's going to make its way to like our general media or even our darker web? Like, do I think I don't know. I don't know that. I think it's definitely going to be underreported, but I definitely think it's happening in other countries.
Or do you think this is what I think. It's our government doing some crazy shit.
I think that.
And they're like, no, it's aliens.
I think
what?
I think that is true. Yeah, I definitely think that could be happening too. 100%. I think we have technology that would blow the socks off of people, and we haven't fully revealed it? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
100%.
And they don't tell the Air Force pilots, and then Air Force pilots are going around. They're like, "Do you see that thing?"
Yeah.
They think inside that thing is a fighter pilot even above them.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Or like a drone person, or like
it could be a drone, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Anything like that.
It could be non-manned or unmanned. Yeah, I think that could happen. But there's a part of me, man, where I'm just like, there's a part of me why I'm like, there's some other well, do I think other shit is happening? I honestly, as much as I want to say like, I here's my real answer. I want there to be.
Yes.
It's
fun if that's true.
I want there to be other shit. Do I now? I don't know. I think and I want it to be the case. Because I think that would be amazing to understand. Because how cool would it be if in our lifetime we found out that there was another civilization.
Fantastic.
And B, they have technology that fucking knocks our socks off. And before we die, we get to experience, like, how cool would it be if there was a way for us to experience the cosmos in our physical, in Rich and Kenny's bodies, however old we are, if we could just have a glimpse into an entirely different solar system with just completely different creatures and an entirely different perspective on what it is to exist in a physical space, or like a different perspective on what is conscious. Like, we don't even think about, there's certain things we take for granted, like what is consciousness or thinking? Like, is that just something that we do, or is there an entire realm of what consciousness means? Like, is consciousness more than just us thinking and us being brains? What if it's an entirely different, like, universe of shit where there is no distance? Like, there's so many different things that could exist that we're just limited in our understanding as human beings, where I'm just like, oh, imagine if I thought that touching that is like, yeah, you're touching something, but it's like, no, you've always touched. Like, what if there's a million universes that have different outcomes, or like weird shit like that? I love that kind of stuff. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, see, to me, that's so, it's so
inconceivable.
Exactly, where there's things on Earth I see with my eyes and I've experienced that I still can't explain.
Yeah,
like a bridge.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can't explain a bridge. You're trying to explain to me how there's different parallel universes going on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but dude, the sun it goes down, but it's still up.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't understand. So like, if somebody's like, for me, I'd just be like, I guess gravity. When I hear like something like that, gravity with bridges, I don't know how they're built, but I get
the concept.
I get the concept. But like, what if somebody was like, dude, like your thought processes shape the way the physical world exists to you today. So like, what if somebody was like, time doesn't exist, then what would the world look like?
Yeah, that one messes with my head. The time doesn't exist thing.
Yeah. So like we're talking now, but like, what if you could look at the universe from the perspective of if time doesn't exist, then everything's happening constantly, which would be like you looking at a trillion different squares of you doing of every moment in your life. Like, what if there was a world? I don't know what that my physical human eyes, that doesn't make sense to me. But what if there was a way for you to kind of have that all-encompassing view where like October 1st, 1996, and you close your eyes for a second and you could see that entire day just by thinking of it. Like, what if, and that's an example of like time not existing. I mean, yeah, you'd have to like, it take a
Isn't
moment.
it Neuralink? I think you're describing Neuralink to me.
I don't know what the fuck Neuralink is.
That's the chip Elon Musk wants to put in our brains.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would love, wouldn't you love to just throw a chip in your brain from Elon Musk? I would trust it 100%.
I mean, so far, listen, I use PayPal a lot. That's working out great.
Dude, I would. Would you ever do that? Would you ever put a thing in your body?
For what purpose?
For. Would you ever put a thing in your body? It was for what purpose?
Right. Where am I putting it? Would you
ever do like bioengineering, or not bioengineering, but like biomechanical, like put a chip in your fucking arm, or like
I met a guy that did that. He has a LinkedIn or like a link tree in his arm. It was at a crypto event. And you like scan over his arm and it would come up. It was crazy. But like to me, I could also just pull up my LinkedIn and be like, this is my LinkedIn.
You could pull out a card.
Yeah, right.
I just don't know, like the upkeep of a chip in your skin, like a subdermal, like what kind of material is okay with being in your body for that long? That has no.
I didn't even consider that. Like, yeah, if there's toxins and iron and stuff.
Like, cause like you hear about like my buddy's dad had, he had to have surgery, and I think they put some kind of device or something in him that had some kind of metal material on him. It's like fucked his body up 40 years later. So he had a surgery for, I think, cancer or something.
Okay.
And I think he had some kind of device or some kind of object that had metal coating or whatever, and some of that shit got into his liver and it's fucked him up. It's like fucked his muscles up. Just like we know that like we just don't know of like any biomaterial. I don't know of anything. Like, what can we put on ourselves or put in our skin or in our bodies that you can just keep with no issue over time? I mean, IUDs, but like that's a whole nother thing though.
Other people's bones. Maybe you make the chips out of other people's bones.
Yeah.
Other people's organs. You could do that.
You could.
Pig stuff. People have pig hearts.
Okay, so like, but you're talking about biological material.
Yeah.
But like a chip. Oh, unless you made it out of like some kind of like silicone, I guess maybe, right?
Like an ivory chip.
An ivory. I don't think elephant tusk, or I don't think animal like keratin can. You think so? Could you?
I mean, how big's an elephant's tusk? How many chips can you make from that? That's got to be like 1.5 million chips in one tusk.
So when you saw this guy at this conference.
Yeah.
What did the chip look like?
You can't see it. He looked weird. He had blue hair. He was dressed all weird. So he looks like, if I were to show you a picture of him, if I were to show you a picture of 10 people, I'd be like, pick the guy that has a chip in his arm. You'd be like, oh, yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah,
like, yeah,
sure.
that's 100%.
Yeah, for sure. And so you couldn't see. Okay, so I've never seen like skin tech or like biotech where you can put shit in your body like that. I've never seen it.
It was, I mean, it was at a crypto event where most crypto events, you're like, none of this makes any sense. And then this guy walked in with the chip in his arm. He's like, if you think none of this makes sense,
Yeah, wait till you see this.
wait till you put your phone near my arm. I was like, all of this is unnecessary.
Did you see the guy who had the metal rod coming out of his head a couple years back, 4 years ago?
What?
This guy had a
On purpose?
Yeah, dude, he installed a what do you call it?
A fishing rod?
He installed legitimately. Guy has an implant, and it's for some kind of technical thing. Metal implant in skull.
What's that for?
This guy did it, man.
I saw the guy that got plastic surgery to look like a cat. I've seen that guy.
What do you think about that guy?
God bless you.
He looks like the prosthetics from the original Wizard of Oz.
He does. It looks like the Cowardly Lion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, naturally is mental health, right? Like,
of course. No, everything's completely normal with that guy.
Which is crazy because, like, what if it was? And that was his only thing. What if he's a very regular guy now?
Very average person.
Yeah.
Do you know how much you have to believe you're a cat to go through that?
It has to be to go through surgery. It has to be on your mind every day, dude.
It has to piss him off every day. He's like I'm
my
not there
lips,
yet.
Yeah, my lips aren't there.
He woke up. He has the whiskers installed in his face. He's like, okay, this is a good step, but we're still
Did he
not.
do that?
Yeah.
He got whiskers?
He has whiskers installed in his cheeks. And he did that, and he was like, okay, we're making progress, but we're not there.
Oh, that dude. I bet you Halloween, he's just like...
Imagine Halloween. He's like, not a big fan.
Oh, God, dude. Imagine. Like, yo, he's just, this is my time to shine. But, like, whiskers in they're meant to, like, detect shit right around the face.
It's like a balance thing also, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm not a cat person, but...
Just imagine, like, you put on your sweater and every time you just feel these, like...
Oh, to me, it's like also, like, infection. How much you get? Like, people with gauges, I think, is insane.
I don't know. I mean, I get like, some cultures do it, and I get it's like if it's like part of your tribe or something, like it's a separate thing.
Right. If it's a cultural thing, sure. But if you work at Hot Topic,
is that not a culture too, though? Which is crazy. As we're talking about this, I'm just like, it's just not widely accepted. But like, imagine we looked at it from the perspective of like, these are just weird American tribes. Imagine we just started doing that with everybody.
I mean, I think that's what we do.
We'd actually do.
Right, but it's tough. Like, African tribe has been there for thousands of years. Do you think that's the problem? The tribes have been there forever. So we're like, okay, that's just what the tribe does.
Yeah, there's no...
Hot Topic's only been there like 25, 30 years.
Right. Okay, but let's imagine 300 years from now.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you think they're just like, that's the Hot Topic tribe?
Right, that's the Hot Tropic people.
Yeah.
Hot Topic people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Give it another 1,000 years.
Oh, yeah, then they're in.
I think that would be just as accepted as...
Oh, for sure.
Remote tribes.
Yeah. And they're just like, yeah, they touch the little electric thing. That's what they do, right? They put their finger on the electric ball. They put their hair up. They've got edible condoms. This is part of their culture.
I think you're combining two mall stores into one.
You're actually right.
You're thinking...
Spencer's.
Now, that could be its own tribe. That's not what I'm thinking of with Hot Topic.
Yeah, but I think Spencer's and Hot Topic is like Hutus and Tutsis. Like...
Of malls.
Yeah. Yes.
You're 1,000% correct with this.
They are. Like, those are two dudes. Is like, if you put them next to each other... They're fine so long as there's a governing body in place. Otherwise, it would be Hatfields McCoy's blood oath. They'd be fighting.
You need a wall, but if you had just glass between them, it's like beta fish. They'd start running into the wall.
Yes, they would.
They'd try to kill each other.
What do you call it? The I Am Legend, where he's just smashing his head into the glass. Yeah. Did you ever? I'll be honest. Where were you at more? If you had to pick one to like only go to for the rest of your life, which one?
Probably Spencer's.
Fuck, man.
Right.
Because Hot Topic's just clothes, actually, now I think about it. It's like puka shells.
Yeah, clothes, posters.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I know what I'm getting there. That's the whole thing with Spencer's.
Yeah.
It was like this weird
Stuff, dude.
like flea market
Yes.
of kind of kinky stuff you shouldn't see at 12.
Yeah. It's a kinky store for kids.
Yes. Wow. I don't know if we got to cut that, but that's exactly what it is.
And now that we say it out loud, we're just like, oh, God. Edible condoms.
But back then, Epstein's running around. Clinton's in office. It's fine.
Yeah, you're right.
Now you can't have a Spencer. That's why malls are falling apart.
Yeah.
You can't have a Spencer's Gifts in 2025.
No, you can't. Vibrating shit, dude.
Everything in that store vibrated.
Yeah, and everything.
Everything
was very like, touch me.
Yeah.
Everything in Spencer's like, touch me, eat me, I'm different. Everything.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Even
man.
the pens vibrated.
Yes, they did. They had fucking. And now when you think about imagine, because you know how young you were. 13, 14, I'm going in there. And there's fucking people. There's adults.
Yeah.
There's adults in that store. There's an adult behind the register. And he sees you at 13 or 14. Like, looking at the edible condoms.
Yeah.
And he's just like, hey, you need help with anything?
You're like, I need help with everything, man. Do I need help with anything? Everything. And then there's a room in Spencer's Gifts that they're like, oh, you can't go back there.
Is there?
What's back there? If this is what's up front, what's
Wait,
behind
did Spencer's have a back door?
They had, at least in my mall, in the what was the name of my mall?
I
don't remember. Wow.
You were in Jersey.
Long Island. That's offensive.
I always fucking do that.
Yep.
Long Island.
There was a Spencer's Gifts directly next to Annie Ann's, and there was a room in the back that was taped off.
Oh yeah, so that was definitely.
So I was like, I couldn't wrap my brain, but I wasn't a mall kid. Were you a mall kid?
Oh, for sure, because I used to live in Illinois, man.
Interesting. Are there strip malls in Illinois?
Strip malls? No, they're just like a regular.
They're just big malls.
Regular big ass mall, and like that's what people are doing on Friday. It's like you're either at the bar or Denny's or the mall.
That's it.
Radio Shack. Because there's a Radio Shack at this time.
Radio Shack's a separate entity from the mall?
You're fucking right. No, there was a strip. There was a strip. Radio Shack, and then I think that there was a like some kind of like food spot. There's just like a bunch of stores. There's like a Pizza Hut, maybe a little arcade, and they were all like connected to each other in a strip.
And the reason I ask is because I think strip malls are very like tri-state area-y. It's very Long Island, North Jersey, maybe some West.
So what is a strip mall exactly?
It's what you're describing. It's like it's
a series of stores connected.
A series of stores connected. Correct. Yeah, that's probably exactly what the definition is.
Right.
A series of stores connected.
They just share walls pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, they share a wall, but completely separate. Then yeah, of course. Springfield had a bunch of those.
Interesting.
So like one was one of them had like a gold exchange, a tire shop.
This is exactly what every strip mall should have, a gold exchange place.
Yeah, laundromat.
There could be a laundromat.
Mexican or Asian food spot.
You're going like lower. This is not a great area we're talking about with this strip mall.
Well, this is Midwest strip mall.
Check cashing place.
Oh, you're in Long Island though. So like Long Island is not Midwest. This is Midwest, man. Low.
Right.
Long Island low is like still metropolitan for a lot of the country.
Depending on the area you're in, yes.
But still, I mean, Gary, Indiana.
No, if I'm going to a Gary, Indiana strip mall, what I'm thinking is there is a low-scale Chinese restaurant.
For sure.
A military recruiting center.
Yes.
Am I correct with that?
Yeah, I mean, I know exactly what this looks like, yeah.
A check cashing place and some sort of gold-silver trading.
Yeah.
That would be a very basic Gary, Indiana strip mall.
Yep. Okay, here's the more famous strip mall that we had. Toys R Us, TJ Maxx.
Okay.
Kohl's.
Yes.
And at this time, a Blockbuster and then a Cub Foods.
A Cub Foods?
grocery store.
I would
Massive,
yeah.
massive.
I never heard
grocery
of
store.
Cub Foods.
Cub Foods is what it
With
was.
a K or a C?
C.
C-U-B-B.
One B.
Regular B. Okay. But yes, now is that a strip mall, though? I don't know if I agree with that, because we had a handful of those. I don't know what that is.
Okay, but it's a series of stores connected together for, like, yeah. What? Okay, what isn't?
But
What?
they're titans of industry. Like everything you just said, TJ Maxx, Kohl's, Toys R Us, they were at the top of their game.
But they shared a wall, and they
They
were in
share
it,
a
and they were
wall.
in a strip, and they all had a parking, and the parking lot. You know why it is a strip mall? Is because you could go from one store to the next. This is just a big strip. This is just a big strip mall.
Yeah, like there's Walmart, there's Super Walmart, there's strip mall, super strip mall.
Okay, so
This might be a super strip mall.
yeah. Okay, but I'm also describing the premier strip mall in Springfield.
Oh, of course. Yes, this was the Americana.
Yes.
Yes.
This is where you know what I'm saying, you'd put your tux on, right?
Right, you put your Sunday best on to go to Kohl's.
Yeah. Right after church, you go to the strip mall.
After church, you go to Kohl's?
You hit
You
the
or
grocery,
TJ Maxx?
no, you go to the grocery store,
Mm.
right? 'Cause when I was a kid, that's what we did,
I can see this.
right? So you finish church, go to the grocery store, maybe get like a shirt, some pants or something. Maybe hit Toys R Us.
You get shirt and pants at Toys R Us?
No, because Kohl's is right here. TJ
Oh,
Maxx
you're
is right
saying,
here.
okay.
And then Toys R Us is right there. So I would you'd hit a few right after church. You have a little day, right? You get your grosh, you get your clothes, and then you go back to the crib.
Okay.
So I think that I think that's like strip mall type shit, right?
that's very much strip mall activities.
Yeah.
If there could be a dentist office somewhere within this,
There, you know what's funny is actually not dentist, optometrist.
that also applies here. Yes.
Yeah. So
And
they had a
optometrist
glass.
is perfect for this situation.
Yeah. So you would have your glasses spot right here, and then they would have the eye exam in the back of the shop.
Yeah.
That
That's
was
good.
Yeah, this is actually part of the strip mall. So they had little shit like that. Now I think about it, Springfield actually was like built on strip malls, and it was actually really good. They had a bunch of them, and behind all of them, there was always a fast food spot, like right there.
Always.
Which one? What is your? This is the best fast food spot out of them all. Who's your go-to?
I just had this conversation with my parents. You got to leave here at what? Like when? What time?
We'll give it like 1:35.
What time is it now?
We got 30 minutes.
Let's switch over to Patreon.
Okay, good. Go.
We'll go over to Patreon. We'll continue this conversation.
Okay, go.
Okay.